What up, guys? Since Phantom is getting a lot of love for the next collab, I figured let's check out her Bonsai because I've never done that before. So let's do that. Oh, FYI, the maintenance for the collab is very early, like considering the usual maintenance time. So if you have time and the event's not over, I would recommend spending your resources right now. So there's that. I think for me it should be at 8 a.m. PST, it should start or like something like that. Anyways, finding these materials are tougher than I thought. I'd planned to finish this paperwork early so I could get some sleep. That's not happening, but it's nearly dawn and I still haven't completed it. Oh my goodness. Commander, may I come in? Yes, come in. You're still working at this hour? As far as I know, we don't have any urgent tasks assigned to us. Is something the matter? Not really. I'm just having a hard time locating the exact materials I need. I see. If someone with your authorization is having a hard time accessing these materials, how about visiting the Central Government Library? I believe Bestseller Squad is overseeing it. Oh, yes! How come I didn't think of that? Thanks, Rafi. I'll check it out tomorrow. Okay, then. In the meantime, get some rest. Comforted by the thought that I'd finally be able to locate the materials I need, I quickly fall asleep and sleep soundly. Now that's the first. Phantom was the first bestseller to release, I'm pretty sure, right? Or was it Arcana? I'm pretty sure it was Phantom. The next day. This must be it. In front of me is the building that has the unmistakable air of a library. I gingerly pull up the slightly aged-looking door handle. Knock knock. As the door opens, the pungent smell of musty books wafts from inside, and the library's interior is unveiled. Welcome. Have you come to borrow some books? Before I've had time to properly take in the surroundings, a girl steps in front of me and blocks my view. Kind of? Are you from the Bestseller Squad? You know who I am? Does that mean you're here on the President's order? If not, how do you know my true identity? I'm only here because Rappy recommended it to me. Rappy? She's a member of the counter... Wait! Say no more. Being a librarian, I'm well versed in the going-ons of the Ark. Allow me to venture a guess. This Rappy you speak of is from Counter Squad? And you are their commander. Counters, not counter. Yes, I know. The Counter Squad. I assure you that I added an S at the end. It must have blended into my pronunciation of squad. That is their full name, right? There's nothing that I'm missing? No, just counters. You see? I knew I was right. Anyway, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Phantom. I work as a librarian here. Nice to meet you, Phantom. I came by because there are some materials I'm looking for. I see. Please have a seat. As you can see, this library is quite large. Am I like the only customer? Or I guess, you know, person attending the library. And house a vast amount of information. Unless you know precisely what you're looking for, you're bound to get frustrated wandering about these stacks. So, if you would, could you write down the materials you're searching for? Alright. Phantom takes out a small piece of paper and blazoned with a charming pattern. Such pretty paper. I see you have good taste. I made it myself to use as a calling card. A calling card? Forget I said anything. Please write down what you're looking for. Okay. Here you are. So weird. This might take some time to track down. Is that okay? No problem. I mean, I'm the only one here and whatever. Can I have a look around in the meantime? Go ahead. Just don't venture in too deep, or you might get lost. Phantom turns on her heel and heads into the library's collection. I also get up and start to slowly explore the library. Modern literature. Oh, I forgot. I'm not doing this, okay? Mechanical engineering. World history. National defense and military studies. I originally intended to look around and see what books were available, but the litany of misspellings in the library catalog leaves me scratching my head. The litany? What? I eventually decide to just walk around and see what I can find. The building is much larger than I initially anticipated. As I walk along the path, I stumble upon an imposing iron door that is at odds with the otherwise comforting atmosphere of the library. What's this? Could it be a storage room of some kind? That's where they keep the secrets. It's locked. Let's break in, baby. Okay, never mind. It just opened. Ah, you scared me. Phantom pokes her head out from behind the thick iron door. I told you not to head too far into this place. How did you get here? What were you doing in there? This is my workspace. I found most of the books you were looking for, but there was one that was eluding me, so I was looking for it inside here. There are books inside there too? Yes. I suppose I can share this information with you as well. I trust you. Books and materials that can be disclosed to the public are stored outside, whereas those that are to be kept confidential are inside here. Information on the surface, Nikes, raptures, things of that nature. I see you take your job quite seriously. Indeed I do. Would you like to take a look around? Phantom holds the door open for me and I walk past the threshold. Inside, there is only a small space containing a single desk. It's a bit cramped in here. It's like a storage thing. This is an extra security measure of my design to keep anyone from accidentally wandering in. This space is my studio. Although you can't see it, the wall next to that desk has a door leading to another room containing all the sensitive materials. I see. The desk is cluttered with stacks of books, as well as a tablet and headset. On the tablet, the screen is filled with images of clipped news articles. 20-year-old steals 80-year-old's belongings and vanishes. Gold necklace near XX Park in the Ark. Address confirmed. Sending calling card. What kind of work do you do here? What's with these news clippings? It's nothing. Phantom quickly turns off the tablet. Anyway, I just found the last source I needed. Follow me. Okay. I follow Phantom back to the front counter. Write your name here, along with the titles and spine numbers of the books you're borrowing. This method of keeping records is quite quaint. The digital data storage is convenient, but it also comes with many risks. That's one of the reasons why this library was created in the first place. While it can be a bit cumbersome at times, we feel these old-fashioned methods are quite suitable for our purposes. I see. By the way, what's this book? A thief leaps over buildings. Oh, that! Ahem. That's the book of the month. I highly recommend it. Mind you, it's got nothing to do with me being interested in thieves, because I'm not. I don't like thieves at all. And I'm certainly not a thief myself. Phantom, please, can you be less stupid? It's just a well-written novel with lots of twists and turns. It's a real page-turner. Uh-huh. Anyway, thanks for all the help, Phantom. You're welcome. If you ever need anything else, feel free to stop by any time. Oh, and be mindful of the return date. We'll be expecting it back in 2 days' time. Okay, not exactly a lot of time. Come on, Phantom, you can't be that stupid. After returning to the commander's room, I open the book and start focusing on my work again. Oh, what's this? Documental on Nikke? That's like worse than ever. What even is that supposed to be? What could this be about? Chapter 1, Experiment and Results on the Brain. Did Phantom really have to write these? It seems Phantom gave me the wrong book. While I can make the words out with some effort, it's a slog to work through the litany of misspellings. Okay, that is a word, I guess? I should be able to finish this assignment with the other material she gave me, so I'll just ask her about it when I return everything. And what's the worst that can happen? What do you mean? This book is perfectly fine. In fact, I wrote it myself. You did? Well, I could have guessed that, yes. Well, to be precise, I transcribed some records into written form. But why is all the wording so muddled? Is it a failsafe since it's classified information? Well, the information contained in there is indeed top secret. The truth is, the project was cancelled midway through, so I naturally ceased transcribing the findings. I didn't have the time or inclination to check the spelling. Hold on. Yes? You're telling me these misspellings weren't intentional? Yes. Then, could you tell me what you meant to say? Documentation on Nikes. Chapter 1, Experiment and Results on the Brain. I quietly returned the books to Phantom. I guess we're not dealing with that today. Modern literature. Mechanical engineering. World history. National defense and military studies. There, I corrected everything. Thank you. The catalog was laminated, so I never thought of changing it. I've gotten so used to working with analog materials that I found even a laminating machine intimidating. Did your other squad members never say anything? Neither of them usually comment on my spelling. One doesn't seem to pay it much mind, and the other finds it amusing. I see. How pathetic. Here I am working as a librarian, and I don't even know how to spell properly. So what? All you need to do is use a spell check. I appreciate you trying to cheer me up. Anyway, now that it's all fixed, it's a load off my mind. Before, everyone who visited the library had a heck of a time trying to find what they wanted. But now they'll be able to locate books in an instant. By the way, did you read the book I recommended? Oh, the thief book? Yes. Yeah, it wasn't exactly highbrow literature, but it was a fun, frothy read. So you liked it? In that case, I can recommend more books to you, Monsieur. Oh! But I'm afraid I can't today. Why not? I have work to do. Is it that transcription work you mentioned earlier? No, that's not it. I only did that once. You're a terrible liar, you know. Okay, fine, I realize we haven't known each other for long, but I feel I can trust you. Do you remember what I told you about why this library was created? Because while digital data storage is convenient, there are also a lot of risks associated with it? Exactly. And amongst those risks, the most prominent and pernicious is hacking. That's why I transcribed that confidential information into written form. Sounds like you're doing important work. I am. I take great pride in my work as a librarian. Then I won't disturb you. Thank you. Well, I'll head back in and get to work. Huh? Before closing that door, Phantom drops a piece of paper which looks familiar. Tonight, I will retrieve the precious item from the evil one's clutches. Phantom Thief. Phantom Thief? I stare at the firmly closed iron door for a moment, then hesitantly move away. The time has come. I shall undo the heinous deeds committed by the wicked. This mask. Phantom? Monsieur? Why are you still here? You dropped this earlier. Oh. What's this? It's not mine. It has the same pattern as the paper you gave me when I first came here. The handwriting is also identical to yours. Considered the fact it's been spell checked, I'm guessing it's quite important? Yes, that's right. I've been copying down some lines from a book series having to do with thieves, that's all. You really like thieves, huh? Yes, I like them very much. But I have nothing to do with them personally. Anyway, it's getting quite late, so why don't you head home? Okay. Aren't you going to go back into your office? There's somewhere else I have to stop by first. At this hour? Yes. Alright, see you next time. After saying goodbye to Phantom, I leave the library. Am I gonna chase her? Or at least I pretend to. I am chasing her. The The sound of the wind, it's music to my ears. It's later than I expected, but it's as if the darkness is welcoming me with open arms. Now, to retrieve what was unjustly stolen, the Phantom Thief shall depart. Phantom grips the handle connected to the zipline on the roof and soars through the air. Having followed Phantom up to the roof, I watch in awe as she leaps off the edge. I proceed to follow her to where the zipline takes her. Phantom enters the first floor of an old building. Thanks to the low ceiling and wide open window, I have a clear view of both the interior and Phantom. Am I really gonna do the sniff sound effect? I can smell the stench of evil. This is the place. I don't smell anything. The opulence of this necklace is completely at odds with the decrepit surroundings. This must be it. To think there are fiends out there who would steal from good-hearted people. I, the Phantom Thief, will grant no quarter to those who have done this. Why is she monologuing so passionately when there's no one around? Hold on. There are 2 necklaces here. Which one should I take? Shouldn't she have known beforehand which one she needed to take? It seems I have no choice. In times like this, there is only one solution. For the time being, I will take them both. After confirming which one is the stolen item, I will come back and return the other. What if they're both stolen? It's not stealing. I'll be returning it later today. No, tomorrow. Oh, right, I got to leave a calling card. And with that, I'm off. Justice shall be upheld. Phantom climbs out through the zipline connected to the window. Once I'm sure Phantom has left, I climb through the window and into the room. I head to the note, written on paper with a familiar pattern, and read it. I took both necklaces, but I'll bring one back. Phantom Thief. Apparently there wasn't enough time to check the spelling. I correct the spelling errors on the note. And scrumptiously make my exit. How do you scrumptiously make an exit? What? Welcome. Oh, hello again. You owe me a book recommendation from yesterday. Oh, just a moment. There are so many books I want to recommend, it might take some time to bring them all. Take your time. Phantom returns with a tray full of books related to thieves. These novels all feature thieves as the protagonists. There are ones where they specifically go up against a hard-nosed detective. Oh, let me show you my most cherished book. It's all about the mindset a thief should have. What do you think? Feel free to choose whichever appeals to you. They're all super interesting. They all seem like a lot of fun. They really are. Once you fall for a thief's charm, there's no going back. You really seem to like thieves. You bet I do. I'm a huge fan. What is it about them you like so much? Oh boy. I can't believe I finally found someone I can talk to about this. I can finally die happy now. So like Exia, or not Exia, Trody? First of all, thieves can act freely. They live according to their own belief systems, independent of the law, while also upholding justice. Isn't that amazing? I see. Since you like them so much, have you ever considered becoming one yourself? Don't you think that's going a bit overboard? Just because I'm a fan doesn't mean I want to be one. Why not? I think it'd be cool. You could be the Phantom Thief. We're just making it obvious. Do you really think so? But at the end of the day, thieves are in fact robbers of a kind. Perhaps, but the thieves in most books are righteous. That may be true, but others may not always perceive it that way. That's why they hide in the shadows and work alone. Actually, I saw a thief yesterday. What? It was just their silhouette from afar. But it seems like they were gliding along a zipline of some kind. Is that so? A real thief in our midst. Who would have thought? I'm sure you would have loved it. Oh yeah, for sure. The next time you see something like that, be sure to let me know. I'd love to see a genuine thief in the flesh. I wonder if everything is going well for the thief now. Okay, now we're just taking the piss. What do you mean? Typically, the items that thieves steal are either infused with an ominous aura, or they're dangerous materials that could harm others. At least, that's how it is with righteous thieves who stand in opposition of injustice. You really are supportive of thieves and their line of work. I'm sure they made off just fine. After all, they're in the Ark and clearly at large. Right. Monsieur? Yes? Which book are you planning on taking? Oh, right, sorry. In the end, I was unable to resist Phantom's infectious fondness for thieves. And I ended up bringing around 10 thief-centered books back with me to the commander's room. 10?! Come in. Commander, I believe all the tasks assigned to us have been completed, no? What are you still doing up at this hour? I have to return this book tomorrow. Excuse me? Every single one of these books is about thieves. A new hobby, perhaps? Yeah, I'm just gonna start stealing it. Yes and no. I didn't set out to read them, but once I started, I couldn't put them down. I see. Be that as it may, you really should get some rest. Okay, I will. Oh, Rappy. Yes? Did you know that thieves actually travel using zip lines? Excuse me? Did you read that in one of those novels? Yeah? If you're interested, I can lend it to you later. No, thanks. Be sure to get some sleep, Commander. Okay, I will. So awkward. I'm starting to understand why Phantom was so overjoyed at having someone to talk to about all this. As I drift off to sleep, I find myself dreaming about becoming a thief. I visit the library early in the morning to return the book Phantom lent to me. Unlike normally, the library is dead silent. Phantom? Is there anyone here? While I wander around the library by myself, I chance upon a familiar tablet on the front counter. What's this? Upon tapping the screen, it lights up. Apparently, Phantom wasn't exaggerating about her being bad with technology, as she didn't even set a password for her tablet. Oh, lovely. Like last time, there are clippings from different news articles inside the notes function. A family heirloom belonging to a female senior citizen has found its way home. A young man in his 20s who stole the heirloom claims his own necklace was also stolen. The police confirm the safe return to the heirloom. That was close. Next time, check more thoroughly. That's a relief. She managed to return the necklace without getting discovered. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Why shouldn't I be here? The library is open, isn't it? I never thought visitors would be arriving earlier than the librarian. Sorry about that. I went to see the president and left the door open. I finished the transcriptions I was telling you about earlier. You have? But didn't you say that information was confidential? Yes, and? It's just... I understand the desire to transcribe a recording into written form as a failsafe. But if the transcription is done by a Nikke, doesn't the fact they remember everything create an additional security risk? I know what you're thinking. Don't worry. After I make the book and send it to the higher-ups, the contents of the book are wiped from my memory. Huh? I'm not making this up to make you feel better. I really don't remember. You're kidding. Not at all. Every time I carry out this task, all the salient information is wiped from my memory. There's no need to look so shocked. This is something that we chose to do. I agreed to it voluntarily, and I believe it must be done. There are some things in this world we're better off not knowing. Phantom. Monsieur. I love this job. I get to read to my heart's content, and be transported to another world. I can become someone else. Sure, there is a price to pay for it, but for me, this job is liberating. You ought to be happy for me, and how I take so much pride in my work. Phantom. Yes? that novel I borrowed yesterday was a bit disappointing. What? Don't you have something more like the book you first lent me? I believe it was called The Thief Leaps Over Buildings? I suppose I might as well have you start with the Masterworks. There's nothing else out there that can match that novel. However, just a moment. The library has material on everything, especially when it comes to thieves. Phantom saunters amongst the stacks. For a while, Phantom and I take pleasure in discussing all there is to know about thieves. As for Phantom's nocturnal wanderings as a thief, it appears she's attempting to keep it hidden, so I decide to pretend to be oblivious. Even though, to be honest, anyone would know. A new release just came out today. I haven't read it myself just yet, but you can borrow it first. As always, be sure to return it in 2 days. I'll see you then. Is that the last one? Okay, that is the last one. This must have been a prequel to the event. Honestly, I don't remember the Phantom event that vividly. The one I remember is the Quincy Alt event. Wait, no. The Quincy Alt event happened right at the same time as Phantom's event, right? I could have sworn that was the case. There was some, like, weird stuff with Phantom and Quincy. I feel like they came out at the same time. Yeah, I could have sworn that happened. But I don't think that event was, like, a long event. Yeah, I mean, this must have been a prequel, right? Because in that event, I mean, almost immediately, Phantom's like, hey, we're using the command center as the Phantom Thieves hideout. So, thanks, by the way. Goofy ass. Okay, also, they gave us a preview there for the librarian shenanigans with the memory wipe stuff. I don't think that happened in the Phantom event. I'm pretty sure that was only really, like, delved into for Arcana's event, which, very interesting. I definitely do think that the bestseller squad is probably one of the most interesting, like, aspects on this game. The whole, like, memory wipe stuff and the, you know, keeping all the information. I mean, because it also ties into Oswald's shenanigans, right? That was one of the things that Oswald was, like, very, I guess, directly constructed. The whole bestseller shenanigans plus the secret library housing the information about the Goddess Squad and stuff. But anyways, that's enough rambling for me. Like I said before, if you're watching this when it goes up, make sure you use the event currency and stuff so you don't get grief. The maintenance is going to be way earlier than normal, so there's that. Alright, well, I mean, overall, not the craziest Bond story, but it is interesting to see some kind of shenanigans like this. Also, Rappy's just like, nice hobby, Commander. Please go to sleep. Anyways, that's enough rambling from me. Let me know what you guys think about Phantom's Bond story here. Also, if you want to support the channel, subscribing and sharing is very appreciated. And I'll catch you guys later.